Welcome. Today I'm going to show you my haul I just got from, let me get my box here. I'm opening my box from FWD Fabric Wholesale Direct. Now I have another video that gives you a walkthrough of their website, so you can go to that and watch that and see how I order and see how you look up the fabrics that you want, etc. But I got this nice, good size box of fabrics, and I promised I would share with you when they came in, the quality. Let me grab my receipt here so we can see how much I paid for them as well. Let me get my order here. Account. I had it up, but I took too long to get my phone ready for sewing, so sorry about that. When you refer a friend, you get a $25 credit when they buy something, and they get $10 off of their order. So use my referral link that's in my description so that you can get these deals. You don't get cash back. It's not like an affiliate program where you're going to get money, but you do get points and rewards and such, okay? So, and I also apologize if there's times where when you feel like I'm not looking at you. I am, but I forget to look in the camera lens because my phone is horizontal, and I'm imagining it as vertical, and I'm looking here at you, which is straight in front of me, but really my camera is over here to the left. So I will try my best to look at the camera so you don't feel like I'm not looking at you. So purchase history, we're going to go through what I got, and I'm going to start with the two things that are different, and then we'll go through the one that's the same fabric but different colors. So I spent altogether, $155. I got a $10 discount because I referred somebody, so I got a $10 discount. Or that was my first discount. Yeah, that's right. So that was my first discount. My shipping was free because I ordered over $50 worth of stuff. And that's interesting, I have 0 state tax in Utah from here, maybe because it's wholesale, which means I'm going to have to apply for a resale certificate. If that's the case, I'm going to have to check into that because that's kind of unusual. Okay, so now I have, going to show you what I got and what I paid for them per yard. This one here was like a lot lower. Hold on, there's one that, let me just open this link in another, because I know I did not pay that, so hold on. Okay, because so I only bought, it was $5.09 a yard. So I got it on sale, but it's not going to show that. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to show you is the printed cotton that I did get. Now they manufacture their fabrics. And this is, the sun is coming in. This is the fabric that's called Pink Gladys Blossom Print. I bought 3 yards of it. I paid $4.99 a yard. So if you could find this at Hobby Lobby, and this is all cotton. This one here is 100% cotton. It's really nice. It's thick. It's really good quality. If this was, I paid $4.99 a yard for this. If it was $5.99, which I couldn't find anything like that at Hobby Lobby for $5.99, it would be better to buy at Hobby Lobby because the price would have been $3.59 a yard, somewhere around there. If it was $6.99 at Hobby Lobby, it would still be a better deal to get the 40% off, because then you'd pay 60% and it would have been $4.19. But I went again yesterday at Hobby Lobby and bought a bunch of fabrics, and I could not find anything with this type of design on it, which for me is really good for my niche because it's very hippie-ish, very retro, 60s, 70s, 80s kind of look. And that's what is my niche. So that, I was very happy with that. The next one that I bought, and this one is one I made a big mistake on, but it's fine. So I thought that this fabric was, I didn't look to see how much cotton it was. I saw that it had a tiny bit of spandex in it, but I didn't realize it was polyester. But it is gorgeous. So look how pretty this is. So this one is called Ella Royale Ella Royale blue printed, and it was $5.99 a yard, but I got a discount, so I only paid, I got $3 off. I paid 20 because once I went up to a certain amount, it drops down with the more you buy. My camera just went weird on me. The filter just went weird on me. The more that you buy, the less you pay per yard. So this one was $5.99 a yard, and I can't find this anywhere. But what I was hoping I could make bags and stuff from it, but it's fine. I bought 5 yards of this, and it's perfect for XXL scrunchies. So that's what I'm gonna be making with. I'll be making a ton, you can see, a ton of scrunchies. So, and I know those will sell because that's right in that it's not the French Chateau, whatever they call it. I always never say it right. FAIRYCORE design aesthetic, but it's close enough to people will really like it. The rest of everything that I got was all Charmeuses, so I'm gonna start to show those. They were out of the really popular. There's a really popular gold. I go over that in my video on the about this website. And there's a very popular green, and they're obviously out of both of those. So I have my name on the wait list. These ones I paid $2.49 for all of these. I got 5 yards of most of them, except for a couple of colors. The rust and the burgundy, I only got 2 yards each, but everything else I got 5 yards because I know that those colors sell in XL scrunchies. I haven't tested the burgundy and the rust yet. So those I didn't want to get 5 yards and then be stuck with it, with scrunchies that aren't going to sell. These were all $2.99 a yard. So no matter how low they are at Hobby Lobby, the lowest that I saw in the style was like $6.99 was a lining. And then it was like $7.99, $8.99, $10.99. So it really went up high. By the way, just so you know, the Kona fabrics at Hobby Lobby are $10 a yard. That's that Kona cotton quilters love to sew with. And that is $10.99 a yard at Hobby Lobby when it's not when it's on sale. When it's on sale, you're paying $6 a yard. I went to a fabric store, a local one, and they were selling that Kona for like $13 and $14 a yard. So the $6 a yard, if you want the Kona, is still a really good deal. I don't like it so much because that works into my price points of making and selling stuff. So 6 is getting a little high for me unless I can up the price. And most people that are buying bags and makeup bags and wristlets and things like that are not caring that it's Kona or not. So I got 5 yards. Let me show you all the colors I got. So this beautiful color here, this is a pistachio. So this is the fabric. This makes beautiful scrunchies. People just love these made out of this. This was the crimson that I was telling you about that I'm not so sure. Now my camera's doing this weird thing again whenever I'm putting colors in the frame. I got to put them over here, I think. This is a crimson. No, see, it still does that with the shadow thing. Well, we have to deal with it because I'm not going to edit the video. So this was crimson. Only got 2 yards of that. This is the rust, and I only got 2 yards of that as well. I think it might be just because I'm going in and out of frame. I'm not sure. Then we have this beautiful green, which is almost the popular color. So this one is, what kind of green is this one? This one is called dark olive, but they have another green one that's even better, that is more popular than this. It's more of a cross between an emerald and this one. But I know that this one will sell, so I got that. And then this one is I also only got 2 yards of this. Let me see. This is because I wasn't sure about this green. Well, that's weird. No, I'm supposed to get 5 yards of that. Okay, well, no, I don't even know. I don't even have this on my list. Yeah, I do. This is spring green, but I don't believe there's 5 yards there. I'll have to check, but I don't believe. They'll give it to me. They're really good about answering and stuff. Then I got gold, which is really pretty, but it's not, so this one's called gold, but it's not exactly the gold that that is really super popular. It's a little different shade of gold. I'm gonna put these two aside, check those later. This one here is lilac. Oh, I love this. It's so beautiful. Oh, it's gotta be my favorite. That is so gorgeous. And it's also a popular color. This one here is called, this one here is beautiful too. And this is very vintage, the Dusty Rose. Look how pretty that is, Dusty Rose. It's so pretty. And then we got, this one is light yellow. It's really pretty too. And then this one is, the last one I got is copper, which I know is really popular as well. Copper is one of my favorite. I have a copper sink. I have a copper, beautiful, huge copper sink in my kitchen. I have a copper range top hood. I think that's a really beautiful accent in homes. So that's what I got from the warehouse, Fabric Wholesale Direct. And like I said, I have the link in my description. For $2.99, you're not going to get it for less anywhere else. If you need satins, things like that. I'll do another walkthrough of what we'll do is we'll do a comparison. I have that video coming out too. I'm doing comparison shopping between, because you can go on Hobby Lobby online too and buy your fabrics every other week for 40% off. So I found that out as well. Michael's has already met with the buyers of Joann's, and they're trying to make room in their stores for at least 100 SKUs. So that's going to be good. My store does have, my Michael's does have fabrics, but I heard from you all that a lot of your Michael's don't have any fabrics at all. And they had bought the Hancock fabric many years ago, so I don't even know why they didn't decide to move forward with that. That's kind of, I don't know, kind of dumb, I think. But anyway, I'm not the CEO of Michael's, so I don't know all the specs behind it all. I am a CEO of companies, but not that retailing company. So I will do a video on shopping on Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Fabric Warehouse, and we'll compare them one to another. And then you can see where you go to buy what. So one of the things that I noticed is the muslin at Fabric Warehouse is like $3.29 a yard, the muslin. See, I said it correctly. I don't have my nose so stuffy today, so I can say muslin. It's not Muslim. I already know that. I got so many comments about that, but I already knew that. And it was just came out that way because of my nose. So the muslin, and anyway, and even I get that N and M's whenever I say them. They kind of intertwine sometimes when I say them. But it was $3.29 here. It was $3.99 at Michael's, but then at Hobby Lobby they had it on sale for $2.99 a yard. So it just all depends. But nobody has beaten yet the broadcloth fabrics that I buy from Michael's for $1.99 a yard. That is the best place to get those Feldman style broadcloths. They are 70% polyester or 80% polyester, 20% cotton, or 70-30, something like that. So if you're looking for full cotton broadcloth, that's obviously going to be more expensive. But I thought for linings for bags and things like that I need it for, it's perfect, and it doesn't wrinkle as 100% cotton does, which makes it even easier for me to sell and sew with, and the end product looks nicer. So now I'm going to go into Hobby Lobby. I'm going to tell you, I just went back. I already did a video on my first trip to Hobby Lobby, and I went through the fabrics on that. So you can look at all my hauls down below, and the ones that say Joann versus the second one about Joann's that says, I got a big box. No, it's not that one. It's not the light inside. It's I think it was like, oh, I can't remember, but I'll link it. It's purple. It has purple fabric in the background on the YouTube thumbnail. So that's how you can tell that's my other Hobby Lobby haul. So I went back again yesterday, right before their sale ended, and I wanted to just see. So I went and found a lot of bolts that had just a tiny bit left on them. So I just took whatever was left, and if I can't get enough bags out of there, I can always make the wristlets and wallets out of them. So I'll go through with you now on what all those were. And these are all, every single one of these was $5.99 a yard. So I found this really pretty one, which is very vintagey, perfect for my niche. There was only, this one only had like, I think 1.5 yards left. I love that one. That's so pretty. And then this one here is another really nice one for the fall. And so I can just save it for the fall. It's like these fall leaves. Can you see that? It's a rusty color. It would make beautiful wristlets and also bags. So this is very pretty, especially if I mix it with some faux leather, see, another word that I say wrong. Fake leather, faux leather vinyl for tote bags. That would be gorgeous as well. I have to decide what I want to do with that. That only had about 2.5 yards or something. And then this one here is also really pretty. This is the paisley swirls. That's very popular now. And this one is, come on, camera. I can't, so weird how it's doing that. And so this just did it as soon as I bring the fabric in the frame. So maybe I can put it, nope, it does it over there too. Oh well, you'll just have to see me like that. Anyway, because I think you'd rather see the fabric than me anyway. So maybe I'll just put it all the way in front of my face like that. Anyway, this is beautiful. This one here, they only had like 2.5 yards left on it. So I took the rest of that. And then of course, this is so freaking popular. These are so, any animal prints, whenever I see them, if you hear of them, just let me know because I buy these up. This was all that was left on the bolt, and it was only like, let me see. It's like 2, 1, 2, it only was like 2 yards left. But these go crazy for wristlets and wallets. And then this one here, I'm just gonna put them in front of the camera. It'll be easy, that way you don't have to worry about seeing my face all weirded out. So this one here, super pretty. Again, very vintagey. And again, it only had, let me see, 1, 2, it only had 2 yards left on that one too. So I can't, these have to be like limited editions when I sell them. This one here though, had a lot more on it, and this one's gorgeous. This one was, so I got 5 yards of this. I was tempted to get the whole bolt. I just have to first see how they sell. And then, you know, I have a lot of this color already, and then I have this one. I bought all of that was left on the bolt too. So these swirls, I have them in blue and I have them in purple. I don't think I have them in green. But yeah, so this, I decided to get the pink one. And then that, I just got everything on that bolt. I think one piece, it was broken into 2 pieces. So one piece had 2 yards on it. The other had like 1.25 yards. And then I got, I don't think this had 5 yards either. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this was like this was like 4 yards. So again, I got it the whole bolt, and this is so cool because this is so hippie, so 60s, so vintagey, you know, the boho theme. And I can't wait to make bags out of this. Book bags would be so cool. Kindle sleeves, book sleeves, laptop. Oh my gosh, I would buy one. So altogether at Hobby Lobby, I spent $628, $830. So it came, when I did my math, it was like $80 worth of fabrics that I just got at 40% off. All of them were $5.99 a yard. So I got them all for $3.59 a yard, which I already checked, and none of those could I get anywhere for $2.99 a yard. So I always look to see, can I get this somewhere else for $2.99? So if I can't get it on Michael's, even with my rewards and stuff like that, if I can't get it at Hobby Lobby online or at the Fabric Warehouse, Then, or on Etsy. Etsy's never that low, so I don't even look there for the discounted fabrics. And so then, and Walmart doesn't have them either. I've already checked. They just sell them by fats, you know, and they're never worth the price that you're paying for them. So that is my haul for this week. I have a lot of videos that I have stacked up, and I publish once a week, and sometimes I publish a haul, and then I publish a tutorial or an unboxing or something like that during the week again, but I publish every Tuesday when it's the hauls about the fabrics or the walkthrough of my office and craft room or organization, things like that. And then I try to do a tutorial or something else, and I have so many videos to post, and I just haven't had time to even upload them and do the thumbnail. I do the thumbnail myself. And I have a VA who does all my optimization, but I like to always make sure about my description that I have what I want in it. And then I do make my own thumbnails, and she does any editing that I need, but usually I don't edit anything. So I do have a vlog coming out that was my whole day of everything, and she is editing that because it has to all be pieced together. I also just created my intro, so I'm really excited about that, and let's see how that turns out. So I am putting that together. I have so much to do and so many scrunchies to make. I got to start sewing. And I own 3 companies, but I also do have 3 Etsy shops, and one is for handmade only with nothing on it yet because I haven't gotten anything on it. I have a old general store with old print on demand, and I do a lot of different types of products there. And then I have a FAIRYCORE kind of a store. It's really just for fun. I have a website about mythical creatures, and it's gotten so much traffic and it's so popular that we just started a Facebook page on it, and we just started like doing really cool in the book niche, like the bookish. It's called the bookish niche. So we're doing t-shirts and phone cases and everything revolving around reading books and romance, fantasy, that kind of thing. And then the fairies and the gnomes and that kind of stuff. So I just love that little fun part of life. And so I have that shop going on, and we're planning to open up 3 more shops on Etsy. And then whichever ones are the winners, they'll get their own Shopify store, and I'll build from there. I own a virtual assistant company, which is my main source of income. And it keeps me super, super busy because I just lost my COO, just resigned after she's been working in the company since 2008. So that's been a big thing that's been keeping me from doing all the sewing that I want to do. But I am getting there. I'm also still renovating my house, which is taking forever. And I bought a fixer-upper in July of 2021, and it's still not done. I still have 2 more bathrooms to totally demolish and redo. I have 1 bathroom that's finished. The kitchen's done. We're doing the family room now because I'm homeschooling a couple of my granddaughters, and so I want an area where they can be. And then the hallway and the entryway, and then we have the exterior. We did a lot of the exterior already, but I still have to put up the siding and the gutters. I have a brand new roof and all that, but I have that other stuff I have to get done. So there's a lot going on with all of that. One of my sons got custody of his daughters, and so they live with me now, and I help take care of them because it's easier for me to have them here taking care of them than me having to go somewhere else. I have 13 grandchildren that I want to see. Anyway, so it's a lot. I have a lot on my plate right now. But these are my passions. Sewing, journaling, crafting are my passions, and organization too. And so I love to share all of that with you. Please subscribe and like my video if you did like it, of course. If you don't like it, don't like it. But in the comments, please let me know what kind of videos you would like to learn from me. I am going to be 67 years old soon. I have a lot of life experience. I've never worked for more than 2 weeks for somebody else. So I've always owned my own businesses, and I have a lot of experience in business. I have a YouTube channel that's just about SEO and branding and business. I do have one that's going on that you can go and see and check out if you're trying to grow your Etsy business or your stores or your homemade business or doesn't matter, your landscaping business, doesn't matter. I also own a remodeling company and I'm a contractor with my son, and we have one of my sons, and we have a remodeling company. So I'm busy marketing with that. I do have the virtual assistants that help me a lot with my marketing for that. But again, one time when we had a job, our guy that goes and paints with us broke his leg. And so I had to fill in as the painter. And that was a whole week of me working 8 hours a day in somebody else's house, painting their home, where I wasn't here doing my other businesses. So that kind of thing happens, and it's part of life, and it's just part of being a small business owner. So I love seeing you, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.